Warning, spoilers ahead. That is, if you care at all for spoilers. So yesterday I went to see The Last Jedi. And you're probably wondering, well, let's get started. These should not be in movie theaters. I want to watch the movie, not fall asleep, unless of course it's a bad movie. I don't know why. The Last Jedi is literally the worst movie you will see ever. Yeah, if you're a diehard fan, you will want to kill yourself. I'm not saying that you probably would, but you probably feel like you have ruined this. Literally, the entire time during the movie, I wanted to walk out. I sat there the entire time to see if it would get any better. It did not. It has these moments where it's good every so often, but then again it's... See. Before I even get into any major details, let me get one thing out of the way. Animation. It is one of the worst you will ever see. Characters don't even blend well with the backgrounds. Too much green screen action. Most of the time with Star Wars, it is set in place of where they are filming it. Well, there are a few exceptions, certain scenes and certain things, but still, it was terrible. It's just so cringe-worthy. Just so cringe-worthy. Some of the effects were good, but overall, the opening, what was that? Star Wars does not open like just that. It's like, really? Okay, let's look at history. Episode 4, it starts off amazingly. It's amazing though, just the opening of that one. Episode 5, at least we're slowly going into stuff. Episode 6, same thing as well. Episode 1, you see what's going on, but there's not really much going on. Episode 2 is kind of the same. Closest I could think of to like coming to that kind of action was definitely episode 3. Which, that wasn't bad, but everything was not shoved down our throats at once. It's just like everything's going on. Bing, bang, boom, ba, 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 beep, beep, boo, boo. Who's going what, where? Characters. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Mark Hamill, you were probably one of the few good things about this. Now, the original new three who were in the first one, they were pretty good. Leia, yes, she's good. The rest, like, really it's like forcing some of the characters. Now, obviously one of the characters, you came in one of the worst things, and like, the events of yours were very rushed as well. Plus, you kill off Snoke like that. There's like no build, no tension. It's like, really? It's like, that's it, and then you still keep going on the movie. Keep going on and on and on and on and on. And why did they bring back Captain Phasma? There was no point of her in the last movie. Why'd you bring her back? Why? The dialogue is terrible in a lot of places. A lot of it is mostly repetitive. 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 See? Too repetitive. Keeps going on. It's like the same thing over and over again at the very end. We are the spark of the rebellion. We are the spark of the rebellion. and some of the dialogue was too on the nose, unnecessary. This is probably the most wordy Star Wars movie ever. And that's including the Senate scenes, which makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of talking in politics, but still overly wordy and unnecessary. Okay, I'm just gonna say, what are some good things about this? Honestly, when people saw the porgs in the first trailer, which I'm gonna show right now, they thought they would ruin the movie. Honestly, they could have made the movie better, because Chewbacca, R2-D2, and C-3PO do not get enough screen time in there. And Chewbacca's with the porgs the entire time, which is actually one of the funnier parts of the movie. But still, that would have made the movie better. Mark Hamill's acting was pretty good. There were some comedic moments that were actually funny. And some parts too as well. Lightsaber fights. They ruined it! I'm still not over this. I did sleep, but I'm still not over it. It's like worst direction ever. You don't do that with lightsabers. There's too much screaming. Just like cheesy camera angles. Like bad. The only good thing was a lightsaber drop and then the throw of it. But ew. I mean, they ruined. Literally, they. I know I've already talked about animation, but there are like some very, 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 very unnecessary animation moments. At one point, Leia uses the Force to pull herself back into the ship after it blows up and she's in space. By then, she should be dead. Even by Star Wars standards, that is ridiculous. She Force pulls herself to it now. Am I saying that's not a good idea? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it was executed so bad that it made it look like a bad idea. And that one scene where Rey is in like some psychedelic thing. You trying to make this movie for hippies? And I mean, like, I'm not gonna go dwell into that, but you get the picture. You get the picture. You get the picture. I'm a diehard fan. I'm diehard. Die. I have seen many videos in which say that it should be removed on the chronological timeline. Have I watched them? No. Do I agree with them? So much. There's literally no story direction, unnecessary stuff. Like, for example, there's a casino that appears. Am I watching Star Wars or James Bond? Tell me, which one am I watching? And that's not even the worst of it. That's not even the worst. This movie feels more like a cliche festival instead of like an actual Star Wars movie. Now, obviously, Star Wars has made some cliches like Luke, I am your father, which is actually made wrong if you want to know. It's a fact that there are a lot more old cliches in this movie. Spark of the rebellion, spark of the rebellion, spark of the... How about I spark you up while I'm at it? It's not like it's just that. I mean, it felt like I was watching a Marvel movie. I'm not saying they're all bad, but still, with their direction and humor, it makes it feel like it's supposed to be a comedy. At the beginning, it's like, it's supposed to be a comedy, but it's like, no! Just for the record, at the very beginning, there are too many characters. Just too many! And no focus on any of them. None. There's one point in which you think one of them is pointless, but then again it makes sense later. But I can't. Oh, like, okay. Why did I do? Why? This is a stupid idea. Why am I making this video? just need to stop. I need to stop. Here's what I gotta say. This is a better picture than that movie. And now time to rate it. Here's what I saw one person rate it. That's too high. It needs to go lower. That's still too high. That's still too high. That is still too high! It's crap, don't waste your money. Just don't. I mean, it is worse than The Room. I've never seen The Room before. I would not suggest to watch it because my friend told me that there was factual stuff. That's as far as I'm going with that. But at least it was so bad in one genre that it became pretty good in another genre. This has no direction. No. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop before I blow something up. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop! Obviously, Disney is not good at sequels. I'm just so mad. It's like, this is probably the best way I can show you how mad I am.